Hey y'all, welcome. It's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Listen, this video is going to be short. I'm just coming to you with a reminder that winter is coming. Winter is coming, y'all. Make sure you're prepared. Do you have a way to stay warm in the event that the power goes out? Okay, I want you all to do your research. I've spoken about it here on the channel. Look at what's happening in Europe. Okay, the people of Europe, the people in the European countries are really going through some tough times now, y'all. The energy crisis, people are trying to get what they can, whether it's electric heaters. They're dealing with a natural gas shortage, from my understanding, from my research. And so some countries have had to reduce the amount of power, basically rationing power. It's a really concerning situation. So, I pray that those people are able to get what they need. Y'all, one of the main things you need to think about, like I just said, do you have a way to stay warm in the event the power goes out in the winter time? Okay, that's a real situation. Being in the cold, depending on what part of the U.S. or part of the world you live in, you may experience freezing, like really, really cold temperatures. So that's something you need to think about. If you have a home that has a fireplace, okay, I'm sure you, I would want to say this: if you have a home with a fireplace, don't, just rely on gas. Get you some firewood. Okay, based on my research, okay, firewood. The price of firewood, and you all can let me know right here on the channel in the comments. You all can let me know the price of firewood is even going up, y'all. Okay, you may not be able to see me, but you can hear me as I'm going along. It's night where I am, but the price of firewood, y'all, is going up. Even in those European countries, people are looking for alternate ways to start fires to keep warm, and so firewood is in high demand. But is there enough supply of firewood? That I don't know. So I'm letting you know now, okay? Based on what reports say are happening in a lot of the European countries, I've said this on the channel before. You may look at it and say, okay, Andrea, I don't live in Europe. Why should I be concerned about that? And I would say all of us need to be concerned about it, because if it's happening over there, okay, don't you know these world leaders are talking and they're having meetings, and a lot of people say, these events and things happen by design. You can, let me know your comments on that. But these world leaders are talking and they're meeting and they're trying to create agreements where, hey, due to, what's the phrase we all have heard before, y'all? Climate change. This is happening because of climate change and all these other things. So I said that to say that, they're using climate change to push an agenda that really makes it seem like, okay, why change now? Why all of a sudden now is climate change? Is it really an issue, or is it something y'all just trying to push because you want to carry out this agenda? You let me know your thoughts on that. But y'all, please make sure that I know I've talked about, and I know many of you are probably doing it already. Make sure you have emergency food supplies, survival needs, but also, and also water. Make sure, I keep saying this, y'all, I'm not going to stop saying it. Make sure you add water to your emergency food supply, survival needs, but also make sure that you have backup energy sources. And there are different options, okay? There's not one perfect solution. If you may have a solar generator, okay? You may have a gas generator. Please do your research on both options, okay? I just mentioned, if you have a fireplace in your home, don't rely on that gas that lights your fireplace. Okay, look into safely storing firewood. Okay, look at different options. I'm telling y'all, we don't know what's coming. We hope and pray for the best, but just based on other events that are happening right now around the world, do you all know? I'm going to do some more research on this. Sometimes it's hard to find news. I noticed that some of the news sources that I check a lot of times, sometimes they report world news, what's going on, and sometimes it seems like they try to hide it. Like they don't really want people to know what's going on. That could be by design too, but I don't know. But I will say this, y'all. Don't take this lightly. Take heed. Okay, we see what's going on. But back to what I was saying, I'm going to do some more research on this. But something recently happened in the country of Russia where they're calling, the Russian leader is calling so many men. I believe it's something concerning like the draft, like they're gonna, calling up the draft. I don't know what's, I don't know what's going to become of that, but based on reports and a little bit of the research I've done already, people, these men, they don't want to participate in that. A lot of people feel like this is something that someone else is creating. They don't want to have any part of that, so much so, and I haven't confirmed this yet. You all know I like to report factual information, but I did hear, as I was watching a Fox News video, I was hearing that some of the German men are purposely hurting themselves to avoid this whole draft situation that the Russian leader has called. So, these are very concerning things. And you may, this may be news to you. You may not even have known, what's, you may say, what did you say, Andrew? What's going on? Yeah. These are things that are going on, y'all. And sometimes, like I said, we only see what's in front of us or what's going on in our local communities, or, maybe what's happening in our state, that sometimes we forget or we don't think about. Hey, how is the world dealing with the pandemic, and what are they doing over there? Wait a minute. We're nothing's happening over here, but the people, the same issue over there in that country, the people are protesting. They're taking to the streets, so they're speaking up and they're making change. So, a lot of times I look at world news and say, okay, well, I wonder how they're handling that this same situation that we're facing. How are they handling it over there, across the seas? So again, y'all, the energy crisis right now that's going on in Europe is a very serious issue. We know that in some form or fashion, we all use energy to power our homes, whether it's solar energy, just your standard electricity. Some people, even in my research, some people have wood burning stoves. Okay, some people have wood burning stoves. There's a whole process, a safety process you have to go through to even install that. Okay, please, any of these energy sources or energy options that I share, please do your research. Okay, there's a way to properly handle and implement all of these. And so anytime you're dealing with electricity, you have to be careful. But again, y'all, I'm here to remind you, okay, winter is coming. Ask yourself, are you prepared? If you had to stay in your home for whatever period of time, whether it was because of power outages, forced shutdowns, an ice storm, would you have the things that you need right now in your own home to sustain and survive? Okay, the key is survival. All right, y'all, let me know your thoughts on what I just shared. I'll be back with more news and commentary you can use right here on the channel. Again, thank you for your support. For those of you all who have been supporting me for quite some time now, I want to say thank you, and I want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers, new supporters. Thank you all for trusting me to provide you with news and commentary you can use. I hope and pray that something or some things that I have shared inspire you and motivate you to get prepared and make a plan to protect and prepare. Protect your family, provide for your family, and plan for the times that we may face ahead. All right, y'all, take care. Be blessed. I'll be back with more news.